You know that feeling when you're just completely stuck, facing a choice where every single option feels wrong? Well, today we're going to explore an ancient text that tackles that exact feeling. It's a guide that's been a source of clarity for some of history's greatest minds, the Bhagavad Gita.
I mean, think about it. Figures like Mahatma Gandhi, even Albert Einstein, they found real solace in the Gita's verses. So what is it about this text? What makes it speak so powerfully across cultures and across time, offering that flash of clarity right when we need it the most?
And yeah, that's really the core question we're diving into today. How can a conversation that happened thousands of years ago, right on the brink of this massive battle, possibly hold the key to navigating our lives right here, right now? Well, let's find out. All right, so to really get why the Gita endures, we've got to understand the core dilemma that makes it so incredibly relatable. And it all starts with the setting. Okay, so picture this. You've got two massive armies just gathered, ready for a war that's going to tear a kingdom apart. The tension is, you can feel it. And this isn't just any battle. No, this is the huge climactic war from the epic Mahabharata.
And right at the heart of it all is Arjuna. He's the greatest warrior of his time, an absolute legend. But get this, as he looks across the battlefield, he's not just seeing an enemy army. He's seeing his own family, his friends, his teachers, and he's just overwhelmed by grief. So he throws down his bow and says, "I can't fight." And this is so important. It's not cowardice. It's this deep, profound crisis of duty versus love.
And this right here is the key to why the Gita has lasted so long. That battlefield, it's really a metaphor for the battlefield inside each of us. You know what I'm talking about? Those tough decisions where your responsibilities clash with your emotions and the right path forward just seems totally impossible to find. Arjuna's dilemma? Well, it's our dilemma.
So, in response to this incredibly universal crisis, Krishna, who's acting as Arjuna's charioteer, delivers a message that completely transcends that specific time and place.
The teachings are described in three amazing ways. First, they're sarvakalika, which means they're for all time, totally relevant for any era. They're also sarvabhaumika, meaning they're universal, not just tied to one place. And maybe most importantly, they're sarvajina, which means they're for all people. It doesn't matter who you are or what you believe.
And this is so key. The Gita isn't just some abstract philosophy to think about. No, it's a practical guide for action. It gives you a framework for how to engage with your duties and make those hard choices without getting completely paralyzed by all the emotional fallout.
Okay, so how did this profound wisdom become so accessible? Well, the ancient sages explained it using this really beautiful and powerful metaphor that I think you're going to love.
I mean, really think about it for a second. The philosophical texts that came before the Gita, the Upanishads, they're vast, they're complex, kind of deep and dense, you know? So the big question is, how do you take all of that profound knowledge and make it available to absolutely everyone? And this is where the metaphor just perfectly illustrates the solution. So imagine the Upanishads, with all their deep wisdom, are like a herd of cows. Krishna, he's the expert milkman who knows exactly how to draw out their essence. Arjuna is the calf, and it's his crisis, his desperate need, that actually allows the milk to flow. And the Bhagavad Gita itself? Well, that's the pure nourishing milk, ready for anyone wise enough to drink it.
It's just such a brilliant metaphor, right? It perfectly captures the genius of the Gita. It takes these huge, profound truths about existence and presents them in a way that's direct, practical, and super easy to absorb. Just like milk gives you exactly the nourishment you need.
Okay, but wait, there's one more piece to this puzzle. How in the world did this divine conversation, something spoken out loud on a battlefield, get preserved so perfectly for thousands and thousands of years? Well, it really comes down to two absolutely essential figures. First, of course, you've got Krishna, the divine source of the wisdom, speaking directly to Arjuna in his moment of crisis. But then you have the great sage Vyasa. He's the master compiler who took this incredible dialogue and wove it perfectly into the epic Mahabharata, basically preserving it for all of us, for all time.
People say that Vyasa's work was like lighting a great lamp of knowledge for the world. He didn't just write down the words. No, he made sure that the incredible, illuminating power of Krishna's teachings would be there to guide humanity through the darkness of our own confusion whenever we need it.
So
what's really essential to understand here is the integrity of how this was passed down. The Gita isn't just another story. It's seen as a direct record of divine wisdom, one that was meticulously preserved so it could serve as a reliable guide for anyone facing their own inner battlefield.
And that really brings us full circle. The Gita was born from this moment of profound crisis, but it offers this timeless message of clarity and purposeful action. It's like a lamp that was lit way back then, but it continues to shine so brightly today. So, the final thought I want to leave you with is this. What battles are you facing right now? And how might this ancient light help illuminate your path forward?